Today is Wednesday, March 5th, and this is your forecast for the central United States. And we are tracking a major spring storm that's pushing up through the Great Lakes region today. This storm has blizzard conditions on the cold side of it, strong, gusty, nearly damaging winds out ahead of it, and even some severe weather that yesterday was in the lower Mississippi. Today, that's moving into the southeast and the mid-Atlantic states. So this is what the weather map looks like on this Wednesday morning. There's that very strong area of low pressure. We got blizzard conditions on the west side of it, the cold side of it. On the southeast side of the storm, the warm side, we have strong south winds. So those winds in themselves are pretty gusty, gusting 40, 50 miles per hour. But then you got some thunderstorms in there that are producing some damaging wind gusts. Today, that severe weather threat shifts into the southeast and the mid-Atlantic states. And then you have some rain that's pushing up through the northeast. We'll start things off here in the Great Lakes region. This is the warm side of the storm. This is the cold side of the storm. So you got snow in Minneapolis, falling temperatures in Des Moines, falling temperatures in Chicago, but you got that rain and rising temperatures up through Detroit and Cleveland. Cincinnati and Louisville, you're on the warm side of this storm for most of today, but in St. Louis, you're on the cold side of the storm for most of today. So temperatures will be plummeting probably into the 30s by the end of the day with some snowflakes mixing in. So that's why you got some snow in the forecast. So Detroit, eventually the cold air is going to wrap in behind this system. Going to stay chilly, but kind of seasonably so. Not too atypical for this point in March. Highs in the upper 30s to around 40. They got another area of low pressure that gets those temperatures up near 60 early next week. In Chicago, yeah, that low pressure system pushes those temperatures up, then they drop behind it, and then the next one pushes the temperatures up early next week. In the southeast, there is the threat for some severe weather today, so it's a good idea to stay near your phones and pay attention to those severe thunderstorm warnings and tornado warnings as they're issued. You get that severe weather threat through the Carolinas, through Georgia, and even into eastern Tennessee, up through Washington, D.C. We could see some of those severe thunderstorms today. That goes all the way down into Florida. I think as the storms push south and east, they'll kind of lose some of their intensity. 56 today in Memphis, 66 in New Orleans, 61 in Dallas. And these are cooler temperatures than what we saw over the last couple of days. There is a little bit of a cool down behind this front for Charlotte tomorrow, but we're back into the mid and maybe upper 60s Friday and Saturday, a little bit cooler Sunday, Monday, and then temperatures go right back up. This is very spring-like, right? You got those big ups and downs moving across the country. Mostly cloudy skies today in Fort Lauderdale. It's going to be warm and windy through the afternoon, even a little bit more humid. And then we got a line of thunderstorms, I think that's going to come through during the evening hours. And that will bring some cooler weather the next couple of days. So we're only in the 70s tomorrow and Friday, but we're back into the 80s just in time for the weekend. All right, that's your Wednesday morning weather update. I hope the rest of your week goes well. And remember that as long as you want there to be, there will always be a 100% chance of good things.